everyone. Thanks for joining us for our Cook the Book Live. We're very excited. I'm Tina. This is Valerie. We're here celebrating Ohio today. It's during our summer reading program, and we thought this would be a great time to talk about maybe some Ohio books that we have by Ohio authors, and then make every Ohioan's favorite food, Buckeyes. Yes, we all love to eat Buckeyes. Maybe you've made them before. There are many different recipes out there. So we'll talk about some authors, then we'll talk about how to make some Buckeyes with the recipe that we picked. Lots and lots of great Ohio author books here at the library. This is one of my recent favorites, Mother Trucker by Amy Butcher. Amy is a professor at Ohio Wesleyan in Delaware. Several years ago, she went and rode with, at the time, the only female ice road trucker in Alaska. So if you watch the Ice Road Trucker show, you may know who I'm talking about. It really was a life-changing event for Amy and also for the trucker that she rode with. So this is a wonderful book and really very local author. You know, Delaware County is so close to us. Valerie, I think you have read an Amanda Flower book.
I have.
There are a lot of them. We have quite a few of them here at the library. They're great mysteries, often set in Amish country. They're fiction, very clean reads, so not a lot of things you need to be concerned about with it. So she's another awesome author. Speaking of Buckeyes, the other kind of Buckeye, you're probably familiar with Ohio State Buckeye Kirk Herbstreit. He was a big deal when he was Ohio State. He's still a big deal on ESPN and nationwide. This is his biography that came out, I think, last fall. It's very interesting. He talks about not only his time at Ohio State, but his time growing up, his time as a parent, some of his struggles as a parent. It's a really interesting book. Even if you're not into reading biographies about sports figures, it's very interesting. It really makes you see a side of him that you may not see if you just watch him on TV. Something that we're very excited about is the book Township. This is by Jamie Lynn Smith, and actually Jamie Lynn will be coming to speak to a group of people here. We would love to have you. June 20th, we'll be in the gazebo at 7 p.m. Jamie Lynn grew up in Centerburg. She still lives in Knox County. This is her first book of short stories. It focuses on families in Appalachian, Ohio. She was influenced a lot by all of her years in Knox County, and we would love to have you come and listen to her talk, opportunities for asking questions. So we have her book Township, which is awesome. We'll do just a couple more books. Let's look at this one. This is a children's picture book, Kite Day, A Bear and Mole Story by Will Hillenbrand. He is a great author, illustrator. He attends some of the book festivals that are in Ohio. He is a great person and super talented and an Ohioan. So that's awesome. And one other thing to think of is that there are several big book festivals and fairs that happen every year in Ohio. One is the Ohio Book Festival, which just ended in April. They're still doing it virtually. Maybe next year they'll do it again in person. The other one is the Buckeye Book Fair, which I think, Valerie, you've gone to before?
I've gone to a couple times. I love it.
Yes.
It's so fun.
So many Ohio authors at the Buckeye Book Fair, where you can meet them, get pictures with them, buy their books, have their books autographed. It's coming up in November. It's scheduled for November 5th in Worcester. You can meet Ohio authors and illustrators. There are author talks, other literary activities. So lots and lots of cool things. And it's just amazing how many authors are from Ohio.
It is, and one other really cool thing about Buckeye Book Fair, I've not been to the Ohioana, but I'm assuming it's the same, is it's very family friendly.
Oh.
So it's a great place to take your kids and get them exposed to reading, exposed to authors, and so they can realize that, oh, Will Hillenbrand is a person and writes a book, and it's really neat.
Oh,
and,
for sure.
These authors will talk to the kids and stuff, so it's really cool.
Yes, that would be a great family event to do. Plus, a great place with it coming up in November, great place to go to start maybe some early Christmas shopping.
Yes.
If you have some people on your gift list that enjoy certain books, you could shop for them, and how cool to give an autographed book as a present.
It is.
Another great Ohio company is Gooseberry Patch. Gooseberry Patch has been in Ohio for the longest time. Actually, it started in Delaware. Two female neighbors, would talk over the fence at their houses. They had small children. They wanted to see what they could do to supplement their income. They decided to start their own business, working out of the one's basement. And back in the day, they did tons of like home decor and curtains and everything you can think of like that, and cookbooks. What they currently do is still all of the cookbooks. And I love the Gooseberry Patch cookbooks.
I do too.
They're so normal. No weird stuff, no odd ingredients, no strange spices. And their cookbooks are always, they get recipe submissions from people like you and I. So this is where all-time favorite recipes from Ohio cooks comes in. All of these recipes are from Ohio. It happens to be that the Buckeye recipe we're going to use is from Vicki, who's one of the owners of Gooseberry Patch. This is her Buckeye recipe that we're going to be following, and I'm very excited because I love peanut butter. I love the smell of peanut butter, and it smells so good in here. So Valerie's going to get us started on some Buckeyes.
All right. Well, Buckeyes, luckily, as good as they are very easy to do. So really, the only ingredients that you need, it's what, about 5 things that you need? Yeah, about 5 ingredients. Peanut butter, confectioner sugar, butter, just like regular stick of butter. And then some, well, this one has paraffin. Had a little bit of trouble finding the paraffin at a store. It is available on Amazon. So today we're gonna use a little bit of coconut oil in this. We're gonna use about a teaspoon of that. And then, of course, peanut butter. So, yeah, very easy recipe to do. So this recipe calls for 16 ounces of peanut butter, which is just, so it'd be this whole jar. I believe 6 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of butter, which is 2 of these sticks, and then 12 ounces of chocolate chips. So, and then the paraffin, but again, we're using the coconut oil, so for the 12 ounces of chocolate chips, we're going to use about 2 teaspoons of the coconut oil. So what I did ahead of time is I went ahead and mixed it up, because all you have to do for this is put all the ingredients in the bowl except for the chocolate and the paraffin, and mix it up until it looks kind of like a dough. It almost looks like cookie dough, basically, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So you just mix it up until it gets that, which about, I don't know, you've made them too, so about 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes, yes.
Mix it
And
up.
if you are doing it, you can like use your mixer, like Valerie has the awesome mixer. Sometimes it is easier to like get in there with your hands to do it, because if you're doing it with a spoon, it takes a very long time.
Yeah, a long time, and it hurts because the dough gets very, very thick.
Yes.
As you can just see, it's just kind of like,
Yes.
almost like, well, peanut butter cookie dough in a
Exactly,
way.
yeah, very much so, yes.
But yeah, it would be really hard to just mix with a spoon. So, yeah, so basically, once you get that made, then you're going to use a double boiler, which if you're not sure what it is, so a double boiler is a pan that you just put hot water in one part and the other little part fits in it. And then you put your chocolate in this part, so the chocolate's in there, and you just melt it. And being a double boiler, your chocolate will stay warm while you're doing this, so you don't have to worry about thickening and not being able to use it and then having to remelt it.
And it's not gonna burn.
Exactly. So, for these, what we're gonna do, which I love these little spoons. You can use a teaspoon, you can use just, a regular kitchen spoon to scoop out however you want to do it. These are great because they make them kind of a uniform size. So once you have all this put together, you're just gonna scoop out your little dough ball. Then you're just gonna roll it into just a ball. And then you can use toothpicks, which is what I actually see recommended. I suppose if you had like small skewer sticks, you could use a small skewer stick too.
Yes.
And this, I believe, for these, you could also freeze these first so they're a little bit.
Yeah, the recipe in Gooseberry
Yeah.
Patch does recommend chilling the dough first. I think it makes it maybe a little easier.
Yeah.
They fall apart a little less, but you don't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what you could do, you line your baking sheet with wax paper, and then you just make up all your little dough balls, and you just set them on here, and then you can freeze them, or whatever will fit in your freezer, however that works best for you. But then you take them, and then you just stick your toothpick in there, and then just kind of roll it around in the chocolate, and then you'll just go like this and put it on there, and then you can cover the little hole that you make with your toothpick if you'd like, or you can leave it, it doesn't matter, it's up to you, however
Yeah.
you want to do it.
They taste
See them
good.
done both ways.
Yeah, they taste good either way.
So yeah, and that's all there is to it. And then once you get all of your Buckeyes, however you want them on your, you can chill them again. And actually, personally, I would say store them in the refrigerator.
Yes, I think so
Can't
too.
remember if that's what the recipe said, sorry.
Yeah, place in cool area or freezer to set.
Yeah.
I always store mine in the fridge too.
I do too, because then they just stay
Yes.
firm and they don't melt and
Right.
yeah, so.
Yes.
But yeah, basically that's all there is to it. So seems like they would be harder to make.
Right. And very basic ingredients.
Yeah.
These are awesome at the holidays, or if you're having a party, for, anything. Most people, unless they have a peanut sensitivity, most people really enjoy eating Buckeyes.
Yeah, they're one of my son's favorite foods. So
They are so good.
yes.
Yes. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Maybe we've encouraged you to make Buckeyes or maybe some other type of candy. We hope that next time you're in the library, maybe you'll ask for us to direct you to maybe one of the books by an Ohio author or illustrator. We'd love to help you do that. And we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on Cook the Book. Bye.
Bye.